Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Mega Mike the Movie Man. I'm so glad we are here to celebrate my 700 subscribers. It's thanks to all of you out there. So, thank you so much for being part of this YouTube journey with me, enjoying my content, watching the videos, liking the videos, leaving comments. We've had a lot of awesome movie discussions out there. So, it's been a great time just enjoying movies and talking about them. So excited to be here today. Hopefully, more people can join in as we go throughout this live stream. Nothing super formal planned for this live stream. I'm just going to kind of talk about how the channel's been doing, talk about some of the movies I watched recently, give a quick little overviews and recommendations on some of them, talk about a couple more movies that I still need to watch that I have, and then just kind of talk about, hey, what does the rest of the week look like? Maybe get some ideas out there for some content everybody wants to see, and then maybe talk about what the channel looks like in the long run. Also, of course, just a standard live Q&A. So that makes it the most fun and interactive is when you all leave some really fun comments into the chat so we can talk about them today. You can leave anything about any movies, TV shows, entertainment, whatever you all want to talk about, leave it in the comments down below. Also, any questions about myself, those are always fun as well. So definitely leave some awesome comments there, and we'll definitely get through probably all of them. So definitely leave more comments, the better. All right, so let's take a look at these comments. Yes, so we got some congratulation comments here, which is awesome. So let me shout out a few people. Evil Kangaroo, congratulations on 700. I'm glad to be a part of your channel growth. This is so awesome. Thank you so much, Evil Kangaroo, for being a part of the channel and just enjoying all the videos. You always get caught up on all of them. It's great. It's great when you can binge those videos, leave your comments, like the videos. You do such a great job of that. So thank you so much, Evil Kangaroo. I appreciate the support. We got Craig here. Congratulations on 700 subscribers. Thank you so much, Craig, as well. You've been with the channel a long time too, so that support is always appreciated. And yes, happy holiday. It is Labor Day here. So yeah, it's great to have this Monday off right now. It's fantastic. More time to talk movies and watch movies. So today has been great. I hope everybody has been having an awesome holiday as well. Let me all know what you've been doing out there for today, whether it's watching movies, TV shows, go anywhere fun, do a little bit of traveling. Let me all know. And then we got Dominican Scott here. What's up, man? What's up, Dominican Scott? Congratulations, 700 subs. Yes. Thank you so much. It seems just like yesterday I was at 600 subs. So it seems like the channel has grown pretty quickly to now 700 subs. So that's super awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Low, congrats. Yes, thank you so much. We got Hector here. Hey, Mike, how are you? I'm doing great. Today's been an awesome day so far. I woke up and I watched a couple of TV shows. I've been getting caught up on Lord of the Rings of Power series, trying to get caught up on House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones. So I got caught up on those couple shows. And then I just got back from the movie theaters watching The Invitation. So you all might have seen my quick little short 1 minute reaction to that one. But yeah, it's been a fun day so far for entertainment. It's been great. Let's see. RWR Movie Reviews. Welcome to the 700 Club. Keep up the great work. Yes, thank you so much. It's a great club to be a part of. Hopefully, soon I will be at the 1,000 Club. That's my big goal right now. All right, let's see. We got Emlo here. When is your next movie news roundup? So I haven't really been doing much movie news roundups like I have that I recently. I guess it hasn't been too recent now, but I used to do on my channels. Reason why is because I really wanted to get my channel really focused and just targeted into one direction. And so I kind of looked at the data, saw, hey, what is my content that is most being viewed? What's being most interacted with in terms of comments, likes, view time, all of that good YouTube analytics. And I saw that my physical media content was doing the best. So now basically my channel, the majority of the content is physical media content. Like all the long form content is physical media content. So I'll still do physical media content news, but it has to do something with physical media content. But yeah, usually a couple times a week I'll do a news like video on some type of physical media topic discussion, whether it's a rant, whether it's a collectible item coming up, sharing my thoughts on it, or just kind of, fun news topics that the physical media community is thinking about. Just recently talking about like the Saw Ultimate collection that's coming out, or all the Scream Factory mistakes that's been happening with that boutique label, different news topics like that. So that's usually what my news videos now kind of surround is the physical media content, just because I saw that's what was working the best on my channel for the majority of viewers. And then my short content, I still have a lot of those out of the theater reactions, and I'll keep that up as well, just because those are fun, they're quick, easy to do, and yeah, I think they're pretty effective just to give you, a thumbs up or a thumbs down on whether you should see a movie in theater. So I'm still going to keep doing those for my theater goers out there. So I know a lot of my channels, people that collect physical media content, and then I'm sure there's some people on there that like to go to the movie theater. So that's how I kind of help both groups out with that, basically. So that's kind of my strategy right now. So yeah, that's kind of where my movie news videos will go. So not like a movie news roundup where I do like a whole bunch of separate stories, how I used to do back in the days. Those took a lot of time, a lot of effort, and some people really like. But just looking at the view time and analytics of it, just not enough people were enjoying the content for that kind of video, unfortunately. So had to kind of adjust a little bit there. All right, let's see. Hector said, "Congratulations on the 700 subscribers." Yes, thank you so much, Hector. We got 100. Congrats on hitting 700 subs. Mega Mike, yes, thank you so much. We have Craig here. How do you decide what movie to watch when you go with Amazing Anna to theaters? Well, I almost see every new release now, so it's kind of, hey, what's out in theaters I haven't seen yet, or what's being released new this weekend, because I try to see everything. Now, sometimes I'll miss a movie here and there, like if there's like a couple movies or like three movies that get released in one weekend, then I won't see all of them. Sometimes I can get caught up on them in like a weekend that's a little bit slower. But usually I'll see most of the new movies. So usually like 90% of the movies that come out, especially like big blockbusters, I'm going to see right away. But then I'll see the smaller movies too. So just whatever's new that weekend, and I just kind of, try to see as much as I can because I got my unlimited pass with Regal, so I really try to, use that as much as I can. So that's a lot of fun. Like today, I just saw The Invitation with Amazing Anna, and then what was it? The other day, Saturday, we saw the reissue of Jaws in IMAX, which was awesome. That was a really cool event. So saw a couple movies this weekend. Yeah, that's usually the most I can do in a weekend is like a couple movies. So, all right, Hector says I've been watching Hindi movies all day long, and while they are long, most 3 hours. Yeah, those 3 hour movies, those will get me absolutely. I still enjoy long movies, but if I could choose, I would love to go with a shorter movie, like hour and a half, 2 hours max. That's like kind of the sweet spot for movie length for me. That's just my personal preference. But I'll still watch longer movies. There's a lot of good epic long movies out there, like Braveheart, the Godfather movies, all of those. So I'll watch those, but it takes a little bit more planning for me, and I definitely have to see those movies on a weekend. Like, okay, now I'm planning like on a Saturday to watch this longer epic movie. So I'll have to do that. Like during a weekday, no way I can like watch a movie that's much over 2 hours. Like if it's getting 3 hours, not during a weekday, no way for me. But weekend, yeah, I can do a longer movie. Let's see. Dominican and Scott, are you enjoying House of Dragons? So this show has been putting me to sleep. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know why I'm not getting into it. I'm still trying to get into it. I think I'm on the third episode now. But for some reason, I don't know. It's just not gelling with me yet, but it may take a little while. I hear that it does pick up eventually. From people that got like early screeners. They say it does pick up. I don't know, was it episode 5 or so, maybe 4 or 5, where it picks up a little bit. But right now, I don't know. To me, I'm not feeling it as Game of Thrones enough yet. Like, I don't know. I need a little bit more like action in there, a little bit more scheming going on. Like, there's no character yet in the show where I'm like, oh, this is my go-to character. Um, like, what was the character's name in Game of Thrones? Tyrion Lannister. Like, he was a really good schemer. The Peter Dinklage character. Like, he was a really cool character. So right when I saw him and how the acting performance and everything, like his plans, like I got really invested into that character. And that's when I really like a show. Like when I can get invested in different characters, that's when I really latch on to the show. For me, House of the Dragon, I just haven't found that character yet where I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to see, where this character ends up. So it looks nice. The show looks really cool. It just hasn't gotten to that level yet where I'm like, oh, I'm so hyped. I got to see this new episode right away. But hopefully it gets to that. But Dominican Scott, let me know, how are you enjoying House of the Dragons if you've seen it? All right. Let's see. Saw Dragon Ball this Saturday cinema special. Liked the ending a lot. Beginning was a bit confusing. Congrats on 700. Yeah. So, are you talking about Dragon Ball Super Hero? I saw that one too last weekend. I thought that was really good. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, so I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. I think it worked really well. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, if you're not a Dragon Ball Z fan, you might have been a little bit lost. But I think they recapped a lot of the major story points from the show. So hopefully you weren't too lost with it because I think they did the best they could with it on recapping some of the past major episodes that dealt with the movie. All right, let's see. We got Podcast in the Woods. Congratulations, my dude. Do you have an indie theater in your area? Not specifically. Occasionally, there will be an indie movie that will go to a movie theater. I wouldn't say super nearby me. I'll have to drive a little bit to get to it, but it's just more rare. It's a little bit more rare. So I haven't seen a whole lot of indie cinema yet. So. Yeah, I wish there was a theater like really close by that played more of that style of movie. Then I would definitely watch more. But yeah, mine that has more wider selection. It's a little bit farther to get to. Let's see. Craig says the movie Flash. Apologized for his comment. Maybe this is good news. Oh yeah, Ezra. Apologizing. Yeah, I mean, I heard about it, so let's see where this Flash movie goes. I mean, will we ever get the Flash movie or will it keep getting delayed? Because all the other DC movies, it seems like they've got delayed so many times now, like Aquaman 2 getting delayed again. I don't know if they're doing a recasting with Amber with that. I heard possible news of that. So I just don't know. It feels like the DC is very sloppy right now. And I'm a big DC fan, so I want DC to do really well. I don't know where they're going. Like I don't know the end game kind of plan with DC right now. So I personally would like just like a fresh start, like a hard restart. Let's restart it all and go from there. That's probably how I would go about it. Maybe you can keep the Batman in there because that was kind of already its own separate thing. So it'd probably be okay to keep that in there because it hasn't really been tied in yet. But all the other stuff that's been tied in before, I don't know. I feel like they got to just start with a clean slate on it. Even though I really like some of those movies, like Shazam was great, Aquaman was great. It's just there's too much other stuff mixed in there now that I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. What do they do? Do they do a fresh restart? Do they do like, restart some movie series here and there? It's like, what do they do? How much of a restart do they do? I don't know. Let me all know in the comments. What do you think of all the DC issues going on recently? All right, let's see. Evil Kangaroo. Hey, Mike, you're gaining subscribers at a rapid rate. Yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, it seems like yesterday it was just at 600 subs. Now already at 700. So it seems like as I get more and more, then more people, are watching. So more videos are getting recommended out. More people start noticing the channel, and then more people end up starting to get subscribed. So you guys are really help fueling that by every time watching videos all the way through, throwing up the likes, because I know the likes are very underrated and people sometimes forget to do it, but it's the easiest thing. It takes just like a click to give a like, and that does really help as well. And then comments, all the comments really help the channel too. But as long as everybody keeps doing that, I can tell this channel is definitely going to grow. If you guys are having a fun time, I know everybody else is going to have a fun time with it. So hoping to get to 1,000 in probably 6 months to a year max. But hey, if we can get there in 6 months, that would be absolutely amazing. I'd be so happy with that. I'm already happy right now, but just because, I mean, it's amazing. Starting from 0 subs, getting to 700 now. I mean, wow, that is fantastic. All right, let's see. Evil Kangaroo here. Are you keeping up with She-Hulk? Yes, that is another show I am keeping up with. I personally don't like it very much. To me, it's in the average range for these Disney Marvel shows. I haven't been overly impressed with all the Disney Marvel shows so far, unfortunately. I mean, the best one to me still was WandaVision. I like WandaVision the most. Then maybe Moon Knight, but all the other ones to me have seemed kind of average. I don't know. I much prefer the movies. I've always been more of a movie person just because, I like the quality behind movies. They get a bigger budget, they can spend a little bit more time with them, more people working on them together, it seems. Yeah, so I prefer the Marvel movies definitely to the shows. I think, maybe Disney Marvel should slow it down a little bit and put more quality into each, project they do, even though of course they'll have less quantity overall in the year. I want them to get back to a higher quality standard. So to me, if I was in charge, which obviously I'm not, if I was, I would say, hey, let's slow down a little bit. Let's work on maybe like three big projects a year and just really, put everything we can into those three projects, rather instead of doing like 6+ projects with the shows, movies all together. To me, that it gets to be a whole lot. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. Yes, Podcast in the Woods. What's your favorite thing you've seen in theaters this year? Top Gun Maverick. That's still number one movie of the year for me. Number two is still Everything Everywhere All at Once. I have no idea of a number three yet, though. I just haven't been super impressed by anything else in theaters. Like, there's been good movies, but I don't know if I would say anything else has been like great, like amazing that I'm just always thinking about. Top Gun Maverick, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I always think about those movies, so that's why they make the top of my list. All right, let's see. Dominican Scott says, I really am enjoying House of Dragons and will be watching episode 3 on my channel live tomorrow with a friend. That's awesome. Yeah. Maybe I have to go and check that out because I want to get more into the show. Like I've been saying, I want to get into the show. So, maybe I got to rewatch a couple episodes. It hasn't hooked me in yet, but I'm still giving it a fair chance. I'll definitely watch, the whole season all the way through. And then at the end of that, I'll decide, hey, is this show still for me? Do I want to continue on with the show, or am I good after, a season one? But I'll give it a season to give it a fair chance, because I did really like Game of Thrones. At least for the first 4 seasons were super, super strong. All right, let's see. Craig says, oh wait, before we get to that, Matheson says, congratulations. Yes, thank you so much. Craig says, She-Hulk, not enough action. New Star Wars series coming September 21st. Yeah, I've been disappointed with the Star Wars stuff as well. Some of it's been all right, but once again, I haven't been overly impressed by it. To me, Star Wars has been something that just kind of has declined overall with the entire franchise. Like, I liked Mandalorian a decent amount, but everything else to me kind of has been in that average range. So, I'll give it a chance. I'll watch it, but I don't know, just something with Disney right now. I need them to bring up the quality again with both Star Wars and Marvel. Just seems like they have so much on their plate right now. So maybe that's why, it's just the quality isn't there anymore, but hopefully they can improve that. All right, let's see. Dominican Scott says, will you be watching Halloween Ends in theater? Of course, 100%. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. I think that's going to be the next big, like, blockbuster kind of movie for people to actually get back to the movie theaters, because September is a really light month. And then, yeah, I don't think anything big in September is coming out. So I think it's going to be October with Halloween Ends and Black Adam. I think Black Adam's still coming out in October. Hopefully, if they didn't move it. But I think those are going to be the next two big movies. But yeah, I'm a big Halloween fan. Need to see Halloween's in theater. That's one I'll probably see at least twice in theater. But yeah, big Halloween fan, so I gotta check that out. Podcast in the Wiz. Just not excited for the DC EU anyway. I'm satisfied with the Batman trilogy we're going to get. But you're right, if they have to just restart everything. Yeah, I think right now I'm leaning towards a restart, but who knows? Maybe all these movies will come out and we'll be super impressed by it. Maybe Black Adam will be amazing, Shazam 2, Aquaman 2. Just to me, I don't know. The stuff we've seen so far doesn't make it seem like I'm going to be amazed by it, but who knows? I will save judgment until, I actually see the movie. I'll give it a fair chance. All right, let's see. Matheson, off topic, but I got my Scream Factory delivery of The Fog. That's awesome. I have not got my copy of The Fog yet. I need to get my copy in. And, well, see, I ordered it from Best Buy. Sometimes Best Buy is good about shipping in movies earlier, but sometimes they ship in movies late. So it's like either way, it's never on time. It's either a little early or late. So this is really weird with Best Buy. But I didn't order from Scream Factory because it's more expensive on Scream Factory. I don't like paying those Scream Factory prices, even though with Scream Factory, I think you get like a poster with it, right? And then usually you get it to, shipped either on time or maybe a little bit early. It's just, yeah, I can't, just the price on Scream Factory site is just not for me, even with a poster. I can't do it. But yeah, that's usually why I order all my Scream Factory titles from like Amazon and Best Buy. Uh, yeah, that's just kind of how I go about it. But I'm ready for the fog. I've never seen the fog. Never seen it. I'm a big Carpenter fan though. I need to watch all of his movies. I've seen quite a bit. I just watched Escape from New York last night. So I'm trying to watch more Carpenter movies because I'm going to be on another live stream in the future where we talk like our favorite Carpenter movies. So I'm all ready for that. But I'm excited to get the fog in. Can't wait to check that out. I wish I got the Steelbook though. The Steelbook looks super cool, and it was on Best Buy. I think for just a short amount of time. I never got it, but it sold out, and it was like super cheap on Best Buy. I think it was a pricing error. It was like $30 or something. Like no way that was right. So that's probably why it sold out. All right, next, Hector says, it looks like the theaters I'm able to go to won't bring the Dragon Ball movie. A couple of years ago, they didn't show Mazinger Z Infinity, but a friend of mine in Florida saw it in theaters. Yeah, it depends on the theaters. Different theaters will show different movies, and sometimes it's really random what they will show. I have 2 movie theaters kind of nearby me, so between those 2 theaters, they usually show the majority of new releases, but once again, they don't show everything. So it just depends. All right, we got Chantita here. Hi, Mike. Congratulations on 700. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. All right, got Podcast in the Woods. Everything Everywhere All at Once was a revelation, but X has been my favorite. Oh, thank you for reminding me of X. X was awesome. I want to pick up the physical media title. I'm glad I didn't get the Blu-ray because I think it's going to 4K now. That's why I waited on the physical media pickup. But I did really like X. That could possibly be my third favorite. But yeah, X was really good. Um, yeah, I'm a big horror fan, so X was great. I don't know how I'm excited for like Pearl though, the prequel to it. Hopefully that's good as well. All right, Evil Kangaroo. I don't feel like they're leading up to anything with these Star Wars shows. That's what I feel like with a lot of these Marvel shows and Star Wars shows now. I feel like, do they have a plan in place? Is there an end game? Like, where are they going towards? I mean, I'm sure they do. It just doesn't feel like, I don't know, there's enough connection or leading to anywhere yet. But I'm sure there's, pieces here and there that's being put down. I can't piece it together yet myself, but hopefully it does, you know, get to something really amazing, both with Star Wars and also Marvel. I know all their announcements. I want to see how it plays out. All right, let's see. Uh, Matheson. Only thing I'm watching in September is Don't Worry, Darling. Yeah, that's probably the big release for the month. Hopefully, it's good. I know there's a lot of drama with all of that. What was it? I think it's Olivia Wilde's directing that one, right? And then you got Shia LaBeouf with all that drama, and then Florence Pugh with all that mixed in, and all those issues were coming up. So I don't know how many people are going to see that movie. I'm definitely going to check it out. It looks pretty intriguing. Hopefully, it's a good suspense, like thriller movie. So I'm going to check it out. I think Olivia Wilde, I think that's the director, right? She's the one who directed Booksmart. That was a really good movie. So I'm still a little excited for that movie. I'll check it out definitely. Let's see. Craig says, when you got your greasy discs, how did you clean them? So I personally haven't gotten a greasy dish yet myself because I didn't order the Child's Play movies. Because I mean, I already have the Child's Play movies on Blu-ray. I was gonna wait a little bit to get the 4Ks until the price maybe came down a little bit. But once I heard the greasy story with the oil and all of that, to me that just kind of turned me off from getting the Child's Play movies. And so, yeah, I'm probably not going to get them now anymore. Who knows? Maybe if they get super discounted or something. But if you do want to clean those discs off, I do have microfiber cloths. Yeah, microfiber cloths are the way to clean those off. Yeah, you don't just want to use like any kind of rag or towel or anything because that can scratch the desk. But if you use like a microfiber cloth, those supposedly can help clean off the disc pretty good, including that oil stuff. So, yeah, haven't had a chance to try it yet, but let's see in the future. I actually picked these up for my Doctor Strange 4K that didn't work. I'm going to try those on that disc and see if that helps the disc at all, but who knows? We'll see. Yes. All right, Evil Kangaroo, have you seen the theater's exclusive extended cut of Spider-Man No Way Home? No, I haven't seen that one yet. It just wasn't like on my top priority list, just because it's only like what, like 11 minutes more of footage. So I wasn't like, oh, I need to go back and see this one right away. I might see it in the future. I don't know. I already have the 4K, steelbook at home. So it's like, do I really want to go out the theater just to see 11 more minutes of probably just a few more jokes added in there? I don't know. I don't know. It didn't get me super excited, but who knows? If anybody's seen it though, let me know. Was it worth it? Was it worth the trip out to the theater? All right, Mlo, The Batman is my number one, Top Gun Maverick number two, films of the year. Yeah, a lot of people love the Batman movie. I liked it quite a bit. I wouldn't say I love it. It's still not my favorite Batman movie. I still really like the Dark Knight trilogy above it, but it was good. It was solid. So I'm ready for a sequel. I can't wait to see what they do with the Batman 2. Really excited for that. All right, Craig says your new setup is awesome. I can see your room better. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I upgraded to a 4K camera here, and I wasn't sure of the brand. It's like called Nexago or something like that, but it was a good price. It was on sale, so I got it, and I'm glad you guys have been enjoying it. You guys have been leaving comments that you really enjoy like the camera angle with it all. The wider view, you can see stuff in the background. It looks a little bit sharper. So that's all good. So I'm glad I upgraded for you guys. I'm always trying to improve the channel. So anything you can think of that helps improve the channel, don't be afraid to let me know. Like if I need to upgrade stuff little by little, I totally will. So hopefully now the video looks good. Hopefully it sounds good. Let me know if the sound's ever off because I really do want to make sure my sound is always good. But yeah, so hopefully video's good now and sounds good now. Let me know if it isn't. And then probably next thing I need to get is like better lighting sources. I know I have to do that. I got a ring light, which is okay. It's not perfect though, so maybe I need to upgrade, more professional lights in the background a little bit later. We'll see. We'll see when I get to that. But yeah, I'm always looking to make the channel better for you all out there. So always appreciate the suggestions. All right, let's see. Craig says, oh wait, no, that was Craig. Emlo says, I echo Craig's comment. Oh, thank you. See, I'm glad. I'm glad you all are enjoying it. Yeah, got the camera, figured out OBS a little bit more to get my videos now uploaded in 4K because before it was only standard definition, and you guys deserve the best. So now, hopefully, all the videos should be in 4K that now I'm doing currently. So. Yeah, hopefully that helps out a lot. Evil Kangaroo says, I'm scared that HBO Max is going to do important DC shows exclusive to HBO subscribers, just like Marvel and is doing. If they do, I might have to cancel my Amazon or Netflix subscription. Yeah, I mean, we're in the streaming wars right now. So the name of the game is all exclusive content to each streaming platform because that's how you're really going to entice customers to go to your specific streaming service. And now we got HBO Max that's going to get combined with Discovery content. And so we got Warner Discovery going to be in charge of all that now. So I don't even know if there's going to be a heavy focus on DC content because it already seems like they were leasing out some DC content to other subscription services. Like they talked about like some animated stuff, DC stuff that's not going to be on there that they're going to give to another streaming platform. So I don't know. It's all weird. I don't know if they're going to lean more towards like reality content. That's my guess that Warner Discovery is going to do, which will be disappointing because, I want to see the HBO content. I want to see the DC content. And so, yeah, who knows what that's going to look like. And that's why, I like streaming for the convenience. I think it's a great supplement. So I'm happy to have streaming. I'm glad people really enjoy it, but I can't just do streaming. Like, I still need to go to theaters for the big theater sound speaker experience. I still need to get physical media because, physical media discs still look better and sound better than streaming. Hopefully, streaming will get there one day. And when it does, I'll reassess. But yeah, at the moment, I like having everything just so I can get, as much entertainment as I can. But I can see it can add up for people. So you might have to select, oh, I can only do one or two streaming services, and that just might be how it goes. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough with the streaming wars. All right, Matheson says yes, wide. Yes, Olivia Wilde is directing. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Booksmart was really good, so I'm excited what this project looks like. Let's see. Craig says, I think movies will be better quality in 2023 since pandemic is basically over. I hope so. I hope they get more new quality movies getting released to theaters because I don't know with these streaming wars right now, it seems like theaters are just not getting as many movies because I feel like studios may be afraid to, distribute to theaters because they feel like they're not going to get a big box office return unless it's like a big blockbuster kind of movie, right? If it's a superhero movie, if it's like a big action or a big IP kind of movie, then yeah, they'll get their money back, right, and make a profit. But a lot of these other movies, I feel like they're afraid to release the theaters because they don't think people are going to go out to the theaters. So they're then just putting it on streaming. But then people are like, hey, I got enough on streaming. I don't need to go to the theaters anymore. So it seems like a vicious kind of cycle to me where it's like, yeah, that pandemic where it set the precedent of putting stuff on streaming quickly. I feel like that just changed up people's mindset and now people just, are out of the habit of going to the movie theater. People are just like, no, I'm good to stream a lot of stuff at home. So, but then people are missing out on quality because sometimes I'll talk to people and I'm like, oh, did you see this awesome movie in the theaters? Or, things like that. And people are like, oh no, I missed that. Is it on Netflix? I'll be like, no, it's not on Netflix actually. And they're like, oh no, well, can't watch it then. So yeah, it's interesting to see how movie mindsets have changed, right? Let's see. Evil Kangaroo says the sound is perfect right now. Thank you so much. Good. Awesome. Glad the sound's really good. Jerry. Hey, Jerry. How's it going? My Dawn of the Dead person there. I still need to see the original Dawn of the Dead, but I heard it's getting, I think it's getting a reissue to some movie theaters, right? This year. I think they're doing kind of like a special screening for Dawn of the Dead. If I remember correctly, I think it's Dawn of the Dead. And I want to say the Blob as well. I think, they're doing. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think I heard something like that. So I might need to check that out of Regal. I'll probably have to go to the farther Regal for that though. All right. Craig says popcorn is my go-to snack for movies. Yeah, popcorn's always good. I had popcorn today at the movie theaters, so that's always my go-to as well. Popcorn. Sometimes I'll have nachos, but usually, mostly I'll get the popcorn. And plus, with like the Regal Pass too, I get like discounts on all of it, and sometimes they'll give me free popcorn, so that's kind of cool. Evil Kangaroo says, "What are your favorite snacks to have while you're watching movies?" Yep, popcorn. You like trail mix. Trail mix is good. You know what? I haven't had trail mix in a while, but yeah, popcorn and then just like a large diet coke. Sometimes I'll do an icy. It just depends. Podcast in the woods. I have to run, but I'm glad that we got to hang out a bit. Last question: what is your favorite movie theater snack? Yeah, popcorn and a large drink. Yep, that's my go-to. But yeah, thank you so much, podcast in the woods, for stopping by. We'll probably be on here about another 30 minutes or so because there is a giveaway. I will be giving away a digital movie code. Um, Good for a few superhero kind of movies. So you definitely want to stick around for the end, everybody, so I can do that digital code giveaway. So definitely, everybody, hope you can stay a little while longer here. We'll do that giveaway as it gets closer to 6 o'clock. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yes, I like popcorn, especially when it is free. Hey, free snacks is the best snacks. So yeah, so I like their reward system they have. I just love adding M&Ms. Oh yeah, M&Ms added to popcorn is really good. I like the peanut M&Ms or the peanut butter M&Ms. Those are really good too to add to the popcorn. All right, Evil Kangaroo. I know it is very unpopular opinion, but popcorn is very gross to me. No, I've heard that before. I've heard some people don't like popcorn. Hey, that's understandable. Not every snack is for everybody. Everybody got different taste and preferences for snacks. So hey, totally understand if popcorn's not for you, it's not for you. But there's so many good movie snacks anyway. You get a wide selection, tons of different options. All right, Hector says, "Do you remember from like 3 years ago a movie in streaming called The Bird Box?" I do. Yes, people couldn't see the surroundings because demons would make them crazy, even though you barely saw a shadow. Yeah, that movie was weird to me. It to me that was clearly trying to kind of do something a little similar to A Quiet Place, but obviously A Quiet Place, was released theatrically, so I think it was quality, had the bigger budget, and so to me, I really preferred A Quiet Place to Bird Box. Now, does Bird Box? I think I heard that one has a book, right? Isn't it based off a book? I don't know. I felt like I've heard that. Maybe not. But to me, yeah, Bird Box, I was not a fan of. Yeah, that to me like screams Netflix streaming movie only. All right, Mathen says, "I love my nachos for movies." Yep, nachos are good. Podcast in the woods. Oh man, I was gonna go make dinner, but giveaway. Hey, yeah, if you're making dinner, just keep me on in the background. Who knows? You may be the lucky winner of the digital code. You never know. Yeah. So hey, just play me in the background. I always tell people anyway. Play me on the phone as like a podcast when you're doing other stuff. That's the best way to hear my content. You're going on a walk, you're cooking dinner, you're working out, you're in a long car ride. That's the best way to watch me, to make sure you can watch me every day. Don't feel like you have to like stare at the screen intently to me for every video. Uh, Listening works just as well. All right, let's see. Low popcorn rules. Yep, I like popcorn as well. Craig says nuts are also a good healthy snack. Yes, yeah. Like peanuts, almonds, yeah, those kind of snacks. Yep. Chantita says popcorn with cheese powder and flaming hot Cheetos. Tried it. Not the hot Cheetos. I don't eat hot Cheetos anymore because that will destroy my stomach. But Amazing Anna loves hot Cheetos, so she would be totally down for that. But hot Cheetos, like if I eat those, my stomach's done for like 2 days after that. I can't do that's too spicy for me, like, I can't handle too much, but I like the taste, I like it, it's just my stomach says like, "No, no, we can't do that." Yeah, it's not like when I was younger, I could eat a whole bunch of random, snacks, like spice, I was all good with, but now, no, no, no. Alright, Dominican Scott says, "I refuse to spend my money on digital media movies or, television, physical media forever." Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The only digital codes I have are digital codes that I get with my physical media, or if I like redeem points on, with getting physical media and going to theaters, redeem points. They'll give me digital codes occasionally. But that's the only reason why I have digital movies. Just because digital movies can be taken away at any time. Doesn't happen all the time, but it can, I mean, so many licensing agreements and things like that. And I've heard of it happening before, so that does worry me a little bit if everything you have is on digital. All right, let's see. Hector says popcorn is the classic snack for movies, but potato chips are good too. Oh, yeah, potato chips are good. I don't eat a whole lot of potato chips anymore, but yeah, potato chips are good. Hector says popcorn is yeah, yeah. All right, Maslin says that's what I do. I can stay busy while consuming content and support. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And that's actually how I got into watching YouTube. It's like when I would be doing mundane things around the house, like if I was like doing laundry or something, I would just like play YouTube in the background because it's like, I mean, what else are you going to do during that time? All right, let's see. Podcast in the woods, nice stir fry, and Mike the movie man. Ooh, stir fry. Stir fry sounds good. Yeah, that's like what I'll if I haven't cooked in a while, but when I did cook, I would totally do stir fries with some like vegetables, some meat in there. That would be, probably the best thing I was at cooking was like stir fry stuff, just because I can mix everything together and like season everything. So that used to be pretty fun. A good tip for like some good stir fry with vegetables is like if you put some bacon in there, the bacon flavoring, ooh, that makes it so delicious. All right. Craig says, "Do you have any pets?" Yeah, well, I'll have to show them sometime on here. I have two, well, actually three pets. So I have two dogs. They're both little dogs. One's like a terrier poodle miniature mix. That one is Shadow. And then I have another little dog, even smaller than that, named Zorro. That's like a Pomeranian mix, but really, really tiny dog that you can like fit in your hands. Very, very tiny. But that one likes to yap a lot. And then I have a guinea pig, but the guinea pig's pretty easy to take care of. You just, you feed the guinea pig and it's good. Lives in its cage. All right. Let's see. Podcast in the Woods. Dig the collection and the blockbuster stuff. Do you have any blockbuster movies? I've gotten a few in their cases. I think I have one movie that I remember buying from a blockbuster. Terrible movie though, date movie, terrible spoof movie. But that's the only one I can think I remember having in my collection. But I remember the days of Blockbuster, going out there renting movies. That was really fun. And then I'm glad I got all this merchandise stuff when I went to go visit the last Blockbuster in Oregon, Bend, Oregon. That was really fun. Let's see. Craig says, nope, already answered that. I didn't answer the pets. Let's see. Uh, the 4K lowdown. Yes, that's 4K lowdown is close to me. Yes, in my same county. Yeah. Do you have? Let's see. Yeah. What's up, Mike? Yes. What's up, 4K lowdown? We still got to go to the theaters together. Just always let me know. And we got to do like a movie hunting video. Go to like Best Buy or something. One of these days. Maybe just hit up a whole bunch of stores like a Best Buy, Walmart, Target, something fun like that, or do like some kind of stream together. We need to get back on another live stream, definitely. All right, Hector says, awesome room, Mike. Oh, thank you so much, Hector. Yeah, this is like my collection game room, just a whole bunch of stuff here. Pops in the back, other little collectible squishies. Yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. Got some movies, boutique label stuff here, some video games down there. So, yeah, fun room to be in. All right, let's see. Evil Kangaroo, his dog name is Zorro, based on the movie. Yes, yes, because it looks like he has like a mask. Like if you look at his fur, like it looks like he's wearing the mask of Zorro. So that's why I called him Zorro. Um, let's see. Dominican Scott, I hope we get Jim Carrey and The Mask released on 4K. Haven't had that movie since I used to own it on VHS. Yes, we definitely need more Jim Carrey movies on 4K, but it doesn't seem like they do a whole lot of comedies on 4K. I think they're going to start doing more comedies on 4K, so that's going to be exciting. But yeah, definitely more Jim Carrey in ultra high definition would not be bad. All right, let's see. The 4K lowdown. Yes, yes. Need to do a hump video and hit the theater. Yes, absolutely. Just always, hey, let me know. Instagram, absolutely. Craig says I have cats and a possum. That is awesome. His go-to is fruit. My guinea pig loves fruit. Yeah, my guinea pig loves fruit and vegetables. A possum though, that is awesome. That's cool. I didn't even know you could have a possum. That's awesome. Like, is it like an actual like? Did you find the possum and then make it a pet, or did you like actually like go to a pet store and get the possum? That'd be interesting to know. Let me know. But that's cool. Yeah, possum. And don't the possums? They're known for like playing dead, right? Does your possum do that? Or, like, but yeah, that's cool. Cool pet. Hector says, I used to buy movies and video games at Blockbuster, but I rented my movies at mom and pop video clubs. It was so sad to see them go. Yep, yeah, yeah. The once streaming arrived, that basically replaced a lot of the rental stores. And I mean, once again, there's good things about streaming with the convenience, but then there's less access to movies because if you go to a really big blockbuster, they would have tons and tons of movies, thousands and thousands and thousands. So you would have more of a selection, whereas Netflix, other streaming services, you have less of a selection. So even though it may be convenient on a streaming service, the quality isn't quite there, and then less access to movies. So I do wish we had a few more rental stores around. Maybe not as much as we had before, but if in some major cities have like one really good rental store, that would have been awesome. Let's see. Masson says, I hope for more comedies. Tropic Thunder and Mystery Men, I'm picking up. Those are guaranteed pickups for me too. I need to get those. They don't need it, but yeah, I'm Mystery Men, such a good movie. Doesn't get talked about enough. So funny. And then Tropic Thunder, such a good movie. I'm so surprised that Kino Lorber is putting that out in 4K. Looks awesome. I like the slipcover with it, so I'm ready for that one. Podcast in the Woods says, True Detective Season 1 or Midnight Mass. I haven't seen either of those. You let me know which one should I check out. I heard good things about Midnight Mass, so I'm gonna have to check it out. All right, Kenny says, "Hey, Mega Mike, congrats on 700. Here's a question: what would you make your channel about if you couldn't talk about movies and physical media?" Well, let's start with physical media. If it wasn't physical media, then I would go back to doing like purely movie reviews or movie news, um, or movie rankings, right? Something to do with movies. If it wasn't about movies though, oh my goodness, I mean, that's the whole reason why I started the channel is talk about, something I'm passionate about, my hobby of movies. So I really don't I mean, what else would I do? Like it would be cool to do like video games. I guess I would get back into video games. I haven't played video games in a while. But you need some like good screen capture stuff with that. And I don't have the technology, know how on how to do video game type of stuff to do that well. So that would be a big learning process. So I don't know if I would do that. Um, I don't know, maybe an educational channel of some kind. That's a tough question. Yeah. I'm glad I can do movies because that's what I want to do. Movies. So, yeah, got to keep it with the movies. Let's see. Craig says he decided to make a place for himself in the garage. I crack garage so he can get out at night. Oh, that's cool for the possum. That's awesome. So he has his no nice like little spot there. That's awesome. Kenny says also, have you seen Rings of Power? Yeah, I watched that today. He says I haven't heard any reviews, so I don't know if it's good or not. So I like the way it looks. You can tell the budget is massive on it, so it looks really nice. But it's the same problem I have with like House of the Dragon. It feels like I don't know. I don't know where it's going yet. Like I get the time period it takes place in. I know, it's before, like it's kind of like leading up to, I guess, the beginning of like that first scene at Fellowship of the Ring with Saruman, right? Sauron, right? So I get that, but I don't know. It's just I haven't found those characters yet in the story where I'm like, oh, this is my character. Like when you watch Lord of the Rings, there's so many cool characters. You're like, oh, Legolas, he is awesome. Like Aragon, really cool. Gimli, awesome. Gandalf, amazing. Right? So those movies had those like really cool characters. Right now, I haven't found those characters yet. So it's tough for me to get attached to the story when I'm not like really invested in the characters yet. So hopefully it picks up and gets better. It looks nice though. I can say that. It looks really nice. Just I don't know if the story's there for me yet and the characters. So hope it gets better. So right now I'm just kind of muh on it at the moment. All right, let's see. Okay, Dominican Scott says physical media is the main reason why I started my channel. Yeah, physical media, that's the way to do it. Of course, hey, I'm rocking the blockbuster stuff. Physical media hopefully will last a very long time. Yes. Craig says you have to go to a drive-in at least once. Yeah, that's like my one movie trip goal right now is to go to a drive-in. But I think the closest one, oh, they have one in Pasadena. Okay, so well, if I go visit my family because I'm originally from Southern California, then that's actually maybe what I'll do. You have given me an idea now. I might go to that drive-in. Yeah, because that's not too far from where my family lives. So I can do that trip absolutely. And just have like a movie trip. Yeah, that would be awesome. Hopefully they do like two movies. Do they do two movies like drive-ins? I heard would normally do that. They'll do like a double showing with two different movies. So that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. Let's see. Let's see where we at. Hector says, I don't use streaming services because the majority of the movies I want are not streamed, especially foreign horror, and forget about the likes of Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah, that's probably not going to go on any streaming service, Burial Ground, and so on. Yeah, streaming services, that's the big deal with me is they're limited in what movies they have, and even the movies they do have, eventually, poof, they disappear on there. So even if you fall in love with a movie and you want to go back and rewatch it, it's a risk that it may not be there anymore. That to me is like the biggest issue with streaming. That and the quality, of course, but the access to movies just really isn't there yet. All right, Craig says yes. Oh, double movies, awesome. I'm down for it. Podcast in the woods. There's a drive-in right down the road from my house. See, that's nice. That's cool. Kenny says, if I had to make a channel, I'd probably do movie, books, and comics videos with an emphasis on DC or really whatever I'm interested in, what I've recently watched and read. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to make a channel if you do want to get into it, like about things you enjoy, because if you show that passion, probably other people are going to share in that passion that have the same hobbies. I would just say, yeah, you got to try it out, test it out, see if people like it, don't like it, But I will say, running a channel is very time consuming and really difficult because you're basically doing everything, unless you get a team together. But I mean, most people don't start off with a team. You got to do the not just the recording is the quickest part, but you got to do the editing, right? Adding in all the graphics, creating the thumbnails, right? Promoting it, marketing it, getting the word out, directing the content, writing the content. I mean, coming up with ideas, like it's really, really challenging. So I always tell people like, hey, before you start channel, yeah, it's a lot of fun, but also know that can be really, really challenging. Dominican Scott says streaming service should be only be for the important stuff we are interested in checking out. For the imports. See, and but the thing is everybody likes different stuff. So how do you know what's like the best stuff to put on a streaming service, right? I mean, that's why I'm saying, hey, the more stuff you can add to your streaming service, the better. But I just don't think streaming services are able to acquire that much stuff or maybe like, hold that much data on their servers or whatever it might be. I'm not sure the exact reason, but it just seems like the access they have is not there yet. At least not for me, not enough for me. All right, keep throwing in some questions and comments. We're going to get to the giveaway here in about 9 minutes. I'm just going to kind of run through some things I've watched recently and what I still need to watch. So, recently I did watch The Burbs, a Tom Hanks movie. This is like a dark comedy, like I guess with neighbors that move in that are really strange, and like Tom Hanks' characters, like what's going on with these neighbors here? They hardly come out, and it ends up getting into some like dark comedy stuff. So I thought it was a decent watch. Some people love this movie, like absolutely love it. That's why I picked it up because so many people talk about it. I wouldn't say I love the movie, but I enjoyed it and I definitely need to go back and check it out again. But it was an all right watch. So that was The Burbs. I'll probably talk more about it in a future video. Let's see. The Good Son, I picked this one up off of a recommendation. This one has Macaulay Culkin in it and also Elijah Woods. And so, yeah, you get to see them just as young kid actors in a really bizarre kind of movie. The Good Son, it's like a thriller suspense movie where Macaulay Culkin is actually like the villain character of the movie and is just doing like terrible things. And like nobody is like putting the blame on him at the beginning. So, yeah, it's really suspenseful, very thrilling, but an interesting movie. I didn't even know Macaulay Culkin did a movie like this until I watched it. And wow, this is actually a pretty fun watch if you like thriller suspense kind of movie. So yeah, The Good Son. Yeah, I would recommend checking that one out if you like that genre. All right, next, and I'll get to some questions here as well. Private School, if you like Phoebe Cates and raunchy comedies, this is a really good raunchy comedy. So if you like Porky's, American Pie kind of movies, really good raunchy comedy, very funny. I was laughing so hard on this movie. Private School was really, really good. So really like that movie. All right, let's look at some questions and comments here. Let's see. Let's see where we at. Where we at? Uh, Let's see. Oh, Craig says you do a great job putting out content almost every day. Yeah, I try to put out content every day. Now, I can't get to it every single day. Sometimes there'll be a day or two I'll miss in a week. But yeah, mostly every other day, I at least I'll get content out. But I try to put it out every day when I can. But I have so many jobs right now. Like I work a lot. Let's say that and run the channel. So I'm surprised. I don't know how I've been able to put out this content. A lot of tired nights staying up late. I'm amazed I've been able to do it so long. But yeah, I try to do the content for you guys because I know you enjoy the content, and I want to be that reliable physical media channel where hey, almost every day you can check in with Mega Mike the Movie Man and see something fun. Enjoy content, talk with other people in the comments in the community, and just have a good time with it. All right, let's see. Kenny says, I feel like physical media will always be better in certain ways. The only way I feel streaming will be fully superiors if they make only one streaming service with everything on it. I agree. That would be awesome, but there's so much competition. I don't think it will ever happen. I do think eventually the streaming wars will end and maybe there'll be like three big like streamers out there. And my guess for the streamers that are going to stay are going to be Amazon, right? Because they make tons of money so they can support the content. Um, Apple, once again, they make tons of money so they can support the content. Actually, I know some people would say Netflix. I don't think Netflix. I think because they're not really profitable. They make a lot of money, but they spend a lot of money. So actually, I think Netflix is going to die down. I think maybe Warner Discovery, maybe, or Disney, Disney Plus will probably stay. So I'd probably say those four max. Yeah, I probably would say no more than 4 though, eventually. All right, let's see. Okay, we got Dominican Scott says, "How do you use eBay?" So I actually don't use eBay. I'm not an eBay person, but you can find some old stuff on there that is out of print and things like that. But it's usually super expensive, and so that's why I don't like using eBay. But some stuff you can only now find on eBay, so it's like what you want to do with it. But I usually use like Amazon and Best Buy. Those are my go-to. So. All right, let's see. The 4K lowdown. I saw The Good Son in theater. Yeah, The Good Son. It's a good movie. I mean, I was surprised by it. I didn't know what to expect out of it, but Macaulay Culkin is great in the movie. Elijah Woods is awesome in the movie. A very entertaining movie, very suspenseful. So I think it worked well. Good premise for a movie. Let's see. Hector says, I am worried because I'm seeing more and more franchise skipping theaters and going directly to streaming like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Prey. I'm worried about that too. I'm so worried about that just because I think these studios feel like they can't make money off of these movies and they don't want to risk it. They rather just get the upfront money with selling it off to a streamer. And that's why I feel like theaters are going to struggle for a long, long time. I think theaters are not out of the woods yet. I think there's still going to be a lot of struggling figuring out, hey, what works in theaters. But if they keep putting stuff on streaming, once again, vicious cycle, people are going to be just out of the habit of going to the longer and longer. So, yeah, it's tough. Evil Kangaroo says, I'll pick up The Good Son if I see it cheap. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely worth a one time watch, I would say. Kenny says, who is your favorite actor and director? Ooh, my favorite director question. That's actually going to, oh, I can't say it. Never mind. We're not at the giveaway yet. All right. Actor, probably Leonardo DiCaprio for me, I would probably say. Yeah, probably go with that one. And I just watched him in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Just saw that movie for the first time. And that actually was a good watch. He was great in that movie. Yeah, as a young Leonardo DiCaprio. And then you got Johnny Depp in that movie too. So good cast. Let's see. Mine are Jake Gyllenhaal and Christopher Nolan. Good choices. Let's see. Podcast says, do you collect games as well? I used to collect a lot of video games, not much anymore. I'll probably pick up like the next NetherRealm Studio game, whether it's Injustice 3 or another Mortal Kombat game. I'll probably pick up that. But other than that, I've really slowed down on video games. Kenny says, I'm interested. How do you balance making YouTube videos, watching movies, and work? I don't know how to do it. Like my day is jam packed. Like I wake up in the morning, go to work, sometimes 2 jobs in a day. So I don't get back till the evening. And then I do my YouTube channel for a few hours. And then I work out and watch a movie like at the same time to try to get everything in. And then I'm in bed super late. So like I don't know how I do it, but it's like jam packed, go, go, go all day. It's something else. Hopefully I can keep it up. All right, let's see. Podcast in the woods. I wish we could just go some video stores again. I agree. Yep, that'd be fun to do. Podcast says, yeah, Shutter is out of print for some reason in the US. So if you want a DVD, the only place you can get it is like 39 on eBay. Yep, yeah, eBay. Yeah, those prices though. Craig says Disney could buy out other companies and merge them. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot more streaming mergers Absolutely. Mid-level media sensei, yes. Congratulations on 700 subs. Yes, thank you so much, mid-level. I can't wait to be on another one of your live streams. You know, I'm always down. So, hey, next roundtable, let me know. Always down for that. All right. Evil Kangaroo says you can hire people or Fiverr to edit and sustain your channel. Uh, yeah, but then that's super expensive too. And so it's like, well, would the investment really pay off with that? I don't think so. At least not at this point. With where I'm at with the channel, I rather just work hard now. They say the best equity is a sweat equity, right? Hard work. So, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing it, you know. Well, let's see, let's see. Maybe in the future, I'll be able to build a team, right? Yeah, that'd be super cool. All right, so we are almost to the giveaway time. Just real quick, this finish up the movies I watched recently. Already mentioned, I did watch Escape from New York, the Scream Factory release. Watched all the special features. Great job, Scream Factory, on this. The special features were awesome. Pretty good movie, just not my favorite Carpenter movie, but I liked it. And then a couple other movies I have to watch before we get into the giveaway. I did pick up Alligator Scream Factory release, so I'm gonna have to watch this. I heard some decent and fun things about this movie, so I'm gonna check this out. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. Let me know if I should. And then another movie, my wife actually wanted this one. I've never heard of this movie, and it's only on a DVD. It wasn't on Blu-ray or anything. Is a Blood In, Blood Out. So not too sure about this movie, but my wife wanted to see it, so I picked it up on DVD, and we're gonna check this one out. Let me know if anybody's seen this one. But yeah, those are a couple movies I need to watch, and then of course what I got pre-ordered in for Tuesday. Hopefully, I get those movies in, like The Fog and things like that. So should be a good week for movies. All right, let's see. Last comment here, and then we'll do the giveaway. Let's see here, or at least three more comments, then we'll do the giveaway. Kenny says it rarely happens, but I occasionally find that there are a few movies not on any streaming. There is this Mel Gibson movie called Ransom. I've heard about it. It's not on any streaming service, even Amazon. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Like that was with Blood In, Blood Out. Like my wife couldn't find streaming service. People were recommending it to her, and so we had to get the DVD. It will happen. That's what I'm saying. Streaming services don't have access to everything. Let's see. Dennis Cinema 4K. Love your background setup. Actually, I feel like I'm in a Blockbuster store. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I love having that feel for my channel. So that's great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's see. Podcast in the Woods says Blood In, Blood Out. It's long, but it's a long movie. So maybe I won't watch that movie tonight then. I was hoping it was like an hour and a half, but I didn't even look at the runtime. If it's over 2 hours, might have to save it. Matheson says, I want, hmm? I don't know what that means. Okay. Maybe that's a movie quote. Who knows? All right. So now time to get into the giveaway here. This is going to be for a digital code, I believe, for Movies Anywhere. I got this from Regal for seeing all these superhero movies in theater. I gave out a code last time like this, but my wife was nice enough to let us use her code. So the movie's going to be, well, the movies, three movies they're all the Sony movies. So Spider-Man No Way Home, Morbius, and then Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. So actually with this one code, you get downloads for all three movies on the Movies Anywhere app. So yeah, I'm going to be giving away that code. So yes, basically whoever answers this question first in the chat will win this code. And this code is going to be about me here. But yeah, once I announce who wins the code, just hit me up on Instagram. That's what you're going to want to do. Just hit me up on Instagram. Let me know you're the winner. Remind me, and then I can send you over the code that way. If you don't have an Instagram, just, create one real quickly if you win the code. And then once again, you can just direct message me. I'll get you the code. It's pretty quick to set that up. All right. So let's go to the digital code giveaway. It's going to be about me. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you've probably heard me mention this a few times before. But the question is, all right, everybody's ready? What is my favorite director? What's my favorite director? Go ahead, put it in the chat. Who's going to be the first one to put that in the chat? What is my favorite director? And if you don't know, just guess if you need the code. So I don't see it yet. I'll let you know when I see it. So what's my favorite director out there? So if you know it and you need the code, go ahead and put it in the chat. Yes, there we go. Podcast in the woods. I see yours first. You say Spielberg. Craig was just right behind you with Spielberg. So yeah, podcast in the woods. It's going to be your code. Just let me know on Instagram. Once again, if you need the code, right? I'm assuming you need the code, right? Yeah, go ahead and just message me on Instagram. Remember, you're going to be getting the Regal code. That's good for movies anywhere. You get, once again, all three Sony movies there with Morbius, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage, if I'm correct. I think I am. But yeah, just go ahead and hit me up on Instagram. Yes, and that's awesome. You're a recent subscriber, so I'm glad you won the code. Craig, you were so close. You were right behind it with the right answer as well. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, definitely hit me up, Podcast in the Woods on Instagram, and I'll get you that code absolutely. But yeah, Dennis Cinema 4K says, congrats to the winner, Evil Kangaroo. Congratulations, podcast. Yep. Yeah, Steven Spielberg has always been my favorite director for at least as long as I can remember. He's done so many amazing movies, and he's done so much of a variety. Like, I mean, Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park. I mean, you name it, The Terminal, West Side Story, all these different kinds of genres of movies that are all amazing, all great quality movies that I really enjoy, some of the best movies of all time. And it's just, it's that Spielberg style. He's just such a good director. So that's why he's my favorite. So yep. Podcast in the Woods says, thanks, my dudes. It's Boomer, by the way, easier probably than saying podcast. So Boomer, yes, Boomer, you totally won this code here. Just let me know on Instagram. Kenny says, and once again, my Instagram's the same thing, Mega Mike the Movie Man. You should be able to find me. I'm wearing the Blockbuster shirt, of course. Kenny says, so many classics. Yep, Steven Spielberg is the GOAT. So I believe that will do it for this live stream. It was great hanging out with all of you. Thank you so much for being subscribers and supporting the channel. Every time you watch a video all the way through, like, comment, it makes all the difference in the world. So I appreciate it. I can't wait to grow this channel more and hopefully get to 1,000 subscribers soon. But thank you all again for joining me this evening. And I just hope you guys have a great night out there. And remember to make every day a movie day. But see you all later. Have a good one, everyone. Have a good night.